YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Carthage DEI campaign. Pretty excited to keep this one going. We're in all kinds of fun wars right now. Got some more Britannic tribes up here to the north that we're going to have to take out. And down here, all the way across the known world, we are in the process of marching on through Egypt. And on our way down there, like I said, I'm going to keep the army up here just in case, and I'll use the other one to kind of march my way on through Egypt. So let's see what else I had going on. This army that's in Italy, I'm going to wait until I can get access to Apulian heavy infantry, which I should be able to do once I finish this research, because then I can upgrade one of the small towns, and I think that's what gives it to me. This army is getting close to being ready to help me attack the Sequani, and this army is finally fully back to strength and ready to take the fight back to its enemies, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll get them going, and Hannibal is kind of the one wild card right now. I do believe he's capable of night attacks. Oh yeah, we got a few traits here. Just a few. Media forces effects. Pretty sure he can do nighttime attacks. Let's see. If he can't, I'll just quick save this real quick. Control S. Okay. Just in case we can't. I'm gonna declare war. I'm not gonna call my allies to help. And then we're going to see if we can night attack here, because they get a lot of reinforcements. So let's night attack and fight this. We're going to need a big victory here. There's a lot of chosen spear band. I'm hoping that my hoplites will stack up well against them. There's 3 chariot units too that we'll have to keep an eye on. And I've got Britain slingers to potentially match their own too. But yeah, once we go on this night attack, it should allow me to at least smash one of their armies, and if I can do so with relatively few losses here, be good. Wow, this is going to be a jagged map, looks like. Let's get a look at this. I think they've got some champions there too. Those guys were fairly tough infantry last time. We'll just have to wait and see. Ooh, yeah, this is a very rough map. Looks like we're going to get nothing but rain here too. Oh no, we finally got something dry. Wow, this map. It's like a big old mountain right here in the center. It's a good thing I have the unlimited camera open here. Let's run up this flank. We got some painted warriors. Slingers. I'm going to get my cavalry here. I'm going to try and support the painted warrior. Actually, let's use my general to support in the center. I need to actually use all of his awesome abilities properly, because it'll help me a lot. I mean, when you look through these, Inspire improves the melee and range skill of all nearby units for extended time, so we want to use that right away. Greatly improving the morale. We don't need that right away, but Rally and Inspire, I don't know if it stacks, so I may save it. Second Wind. See, units nearby will not feel fatigue for an extended time, but when the adrenaline surge ends, units will be exhausted. Interesting. Not sure if I need that or not. Intimidate, Warcry, but definitely I think the Inspire could be a good one. Let's go ahead and push forward. I'm going to take all my guys out of formation attack. I need to get to the top of the hill. It's going to take a while, because the marching speeds are quite slow in DEI. I know a lot of you actually like the slower pace of DEI, but honestly I think the pace of the Rome 2 Emperor Edition is perfect for me. I do like the battle mechanics of DEI. Yes, it's a little different, and I like the battle mechanics of Rome 2 Emperor Edition too, but I mean, it's not the same kind of just hit each other and win head-on. And again, I appreciate that. I like it. It's fun. Now again, some really good units can just hit head-on and win, but you know, like I said, I do appreciate the battle mechanics of DEI. I'm just not a big fan of the movement speed. I wish the movement speed was more like the vanilla. And I think there's a mod that actually does that, but I've done a lot of mods, and some of you are like, Air, you modded DEI so much it's not even DEI. well, it still is DEI when it comes to the way that the factions look and everything else, and one of the reasons I like it really well, honestly. So, yeah, just not my cup of tea when it comes to some of the battle mechanics, so definitely don't want to take that away from people who like it, but for me, not what I'm looking for. Now we need a big victory here. I'm hoping maybe we can prod the enemy into an attack here. They have got an excellent position up here on this ridge line. We're definitely going to want to pull them down off that ridge. I'm going to get my slingers all the way forward. If we could pull them to us, it'd be utterly brilliant, because we'd crush them in downhill charges from here. But I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and push forward with my infantry just a little bit more down the hill so that my slingers have a little bit of protection. And I'm going to go ahead and use this rock face to kind of secure my flank. Let's do that. Get my general. And then once again, we'll try and use this rock face to secure a flank. Okay, our slingers are in range. I'm going to hit their Briton slingers. I'm going to go out of fire at will. Let me get the camera fixed for you. It looks like they're going to charge me. Going to get into a hoplite phalanx. My Briton slingers have opened up on their own, gotten some good shots. Need to pull back. Okay, the AI is going full YOLO over here with the chariots. Let's hit that Britannic light cab that's inbound on me. Should be able to smash the Britannic light cav. Yeah, the AI is going to go full YOLO over here. And if they get within range of the javelins on my swordsman, that's going to be awesome for me. Not so much for them. Let's see, let's take these guys. Why are you still running backwards? Okay, I need to go into slow motion real quick and take care of some stuff. Got some Britannic light cav over here that hit me in the back. Let's break through here. I'm gonna charge these champions downhill. Should give me a very nice advantage on them. I'm gonna move up more infantry from my flanks. Get this cavalry over here. And I'm gonna start targeting, no, not the chosen spear band. Let's target the Briton javelins. Looks like those Briton chariots are wavering. There's a cast champion inbound though. Kind of like to hit it from multiple sides. Let's actually flank charge these guys. I've got them charged 2 units. Okay, let's pull our cavalry up over here onto the hill. What's this unit back here? Heroic Noble. I might be able to smash it between a couple of cav units. I'm going to bring in the heat from the flank. Got all my units kind of inbound on the flank. Let's bring Hannibal up and inspire the troops in the center so we can get maximum performance. I'm going to hit the old rally and inspire here in the center. I'm going to smash that Heroic Noble. Get my cavalry away. Actually, let's get in to these skirmishers. Actually, yeah, let's just ignore the Heroic Noble and go for this, go for the back of the enemy lines here. Huge melee blob going on over here. My guys, though, are going to be wrapping up on their flanks. You can see my painted warriors, the Britannic defectors. Oh yeah, this army's getting wrapped up hardcore. I don't know where the enemy Heroic Noble ended up at. Oh, here it is over here. We should be able to rear charge it now. Yeah, there is a huge mess of routing Britannic troops. And they've got some Briton slingers left, and their Heroic Noble is engaging my guys on a nice downhill position, but they're about to get hit by cavalry over the hill. So here comes my cavalry over the hill, pouring down into the back of the Heroic Noble. It will most likely break them. And the Briton slingers breaking. And massive victory for Hannibal there. Only lost 166 men, absolutely crushed the Brigantes army there. And we should be able to rinse and repeat here. So that night attack, Hannibal sneaking in by night, catching one army off balance. That was a pretty huge victory. Sorry I didn't get any close-ups, but it was kind of a fast battle. And normally a DEI battle's not that fast, but since the Since the Britons went uphill against me there, it ended up being a massive loss for them on the charge. The cast champions are decent units, but they probably already lose on the charge, especially to these heavily upgraded late Carthaginian hoplites. But a phalanx charge downhill into all those units, just absolutely crushing. And you can see that it caused their guys to almost like insta-rout just because of the smackdown that they took. So now we should be able to fight this. Now I cannot night attack to get rid of these garrison warriors. Britannic ambushers. Now let's go ahead and fight this though. I need to take this town. I can't just sit around here. They got a couple of chariot units, 4 ambushers, some naked spears. Their other one was a lot of garrison warriors, which I'm hoping just the quality won't be there. So as long as oh, they sallied out. This is even better. Good, now I can hit them on open ground with the full force of a painful charge of bronze from my hoplites. Alright, let's see, another dry night attack, that'll work. Let's start the deployment. Yeah, look at that. Enemy troops all lined out in front of his Britannic tribesmen. They've got a ton of men. A lot of slingers on the field, a lot of Briton slingers. So going to be a huge mass of enemy troops on the field. We're going to have to trust our hoplites to get the job done here. Libyan infantry I'm a little less sure about, but they'll do okay. I'm going to spread nice and wide so that we can basically keep the enemy from outflanking me. Again, I'm going to keep my general close to center. There's going to be a lot of slingers on the field that we have to deal with. Okay, let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to start pushing forward. They got a whole bunch of defensive stuff up here, like traps and stuff. But I definitely can't stand off with these guys. But yeah, they've got traps down and sharp stones and stakes and brimstone pits and all kinds of nonsense. What kind of cavalry do they have, if any? Just got a chariot out here. There's a lot of chosen spear band on the flank, though. These guys have a pretty solid charge bonus. Much better than my Libyans. My Libyans carry a lot better melee defense, equal attack, weapon damage better on my late Libyan infantry. But the chosen spears would win on the charge. Gonna have to keep my cavalry away from the brimstone and stuff that they have here. So more chariots on this flank. No real cavalry threat per se. Ton of Briton infantry in the center. It worries me a little bit because just one of them getting on my flank of a unit could be devastating here. And they've got so many skirmishers that I can't sit back and skirmish. I don't know if they... Yeah, they've probably got ambushers lined up right here. So, I mean, that is a substantial amount of infantry. I almost kind of feel like I need to isolate one flank. Britannic tribesmen, I think I'm going to try and do that. Let's try and isolate a flank. I'm going to move this way. We'll try to hold one flank and overwhelm another. So what I'll try and do is just maybe overload a little bit over here, see if I can get a few decisive cavalry charges real quick. I don't know, we're outnumbered pretty bad. I don't know if I feel super great about this battle or not, we'll see. I'd be a lot happier if I had some elephants or something. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little more because it's going to take forever for our units to get in position. if we can lure these guys out with some slingers. See what we can do. See if we can lure out an enemy response here. Maybe we can lead them back to our lines. I'm gonna go ahead and start hitting these Briton javelins with some slinger fire. I just want to see if we can elicit a reaction from the enemy troops. Pull them out beyond their defensive position. I mean, heck, I'll be happy to take some of these units off their hands if they just want to make it that easy for me. Just gonna keep pulling back from those javelin men, try and keep my slingers away from them because I want the extra ammo. And it looks like we've got another Caledonian slinger being lured. No, they want to light these brimstone pits. That's what they're up to. Turn around and shoot them. Shoot them. If I remember right, the brimstone pits always end up killing some of the guys who light them, it seems like. Oh yeah, those Caledonian, or those Briton javelins are getting hammered. Here comes the Caledonian slingers. Javelins are pretty much wrecked, so I'm gonna switch fire onto the slingers. And 3-on-1, I should beat them down pretty bad. Those Caledonian slingers are cool though. I got a spear on their back. Very cool unit. I don't think my guys fight with the spear here in melee. That's cool, the Caledonian slinger unit. If I can get a hold of some of those, I might use them. I like that spear-armed slinger. They seem to be doing pretty well in this fight, considering how badly outnumbered they are. Go down, die, fools! They might have a decent missile block chance with that shield they have there. Chance there's something like Germanic slingers or something. Yeah, I'm losing quite a few slingers just to that one, considering how badly they were outnumbered. I was hoping I could shatter them. They came right back. They're still being hit. I'm just going to try and finish them off real quick. There we go. Shatter! There we go. Yeah, I'm going to take some of these slingers off the field if the AI is going to let me, so I'm going to take advantage of this. If they want to skirmish with me a little in terms that favor my skirmishers, I'll be happy to take it, because then my cavalry won't have to be so busy trying to get rid of their skirmishers. I might actually be able to focus on just getting rid of their some of their infantry with rear charges. Let's see if we can lure another javelin unit out here. There's some caltrops over here, and then these look like spike traps or something they've got over there. Okay, let's see. Like I said, I'm going to try and elicit a response out of these javelins. Just keep picking at the Brigantes here. Looks like they're making a move forward with their skirmishers. Let's try and pull them back some. Not the best position here. I'm turning my back to all these Briton slingers. Come on, get out of there. Managed to get away with relatively minimal fire. Let's see how far back we can lure their slingers. No, they're not buying it. They're coming back to their line, so I'm going to push forward, duke it out with these guys a little bit. I'd like to kill as many of these slingers as I can get. These ones are Briton slingers. They have a spear too. Mine are Britannic slingers. I guess very big difference here. Seems like theirs are better than mine for the most part. I'm outnumbered them 3-to-1, and they're still putting up a pretty solid fight here. They got Britannic local slingers moving up too, so this is not necessarily great for me, but yeah, more Britannic local slingers moving up. See if we can keep focus firing this unit down a little bit. Alright, I don't want to lose all my units. Let's pull back. I don't know if they'll follow me or not. I might lose the guys here because they're going to get shot in the back quite a bit on the way out of here. I don't know if we can actually pull these guys far enough forward to hit them with a cavalry strike. It's quite possible at this point. It is my general, it's Hannibal, so we have to watch out in case they start to retreat. We can't get hit by the caltrops. Potentially going to get a great charge here, though. Let's see how good their spears are against heavy cav. They're running back towards the caltrops.
Our general is under attack.
I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this blob over here. The brimstone pits look like they have been extinguished. A little bit extended for Hannibal here. But if I can get rid of these guys, that'd be a huge boost. Did not get the best charge. Gonna have to get out of there. Under a lot of missile fire. Just leave, leave, leave. Be gone. Huge amount of missile fire coming in there. That was not what I'd hoped it would be. Because of their fleeing backwards, they were able to do far more damage to me than I would have liked. Just get on out of there. Let's keep playing with them a little bit here, though. Ooh, we got chariots inbound. That's a chance to kill their general, actually. I don't know how Hannibal would fare against a Britannic chariot. I'm considering whether or not I should charge it. Run away, run away, run away. Their general is just coming straight on in. Yeah, the chariots aren't going to get any charge. So we should be able to smash the enemy general here. Excellent. Now pull back away from that mess, and let's bring some Carthaginian cav in after that skirmisher blob. So we took out the enemy general. That is freaking fantastic. Might make it possible for me to rout this skirmisher blob. I hate how they turn away and run, though, because again, the speed's slow here. It allows them to get away for quite a ways, and they're going to try and flee back to those caltrops, and they've got extra slingers back here and javelins. But we'll see. I'm going to catch these guys. But they are very close to the caltrops. Just going to pull up here away from the caltrops, see if we can get those guys without getting into them too bad. Killing a lot of slingers here.
The enemy's hidden units.
I'm going to try and get on into this Britannic local slinger. I probably took a couple losses to the caltrops, but it's not bad, and we just shattered a big old ball of skirmishers. That's going to be big, actually. Shattered another ball of skirmishers. Lost a little bit of Carthaginian cav in the process, but I would say that was totally worth it. We just routed hundreds of men. Need to spread out, get back and spread out. Okay. So yeah, we took out a pretty big ball of skirmishers there. There's more Britain slingers, though. Probably quite a few more, actually. Chosen spearband. But I mean, that's just less fire that's going to come in on my guys during the battle. Let's see if we can lure more of those Britannic slingers out here to their death. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of Carthaginian cav to make this happen. Those chariots just got absolutely swamped and destroyed over here. Let's see. Pull back from those Britannic slingers. Gotta lure them back. Yeah, I gotta lure them further out from their safety point. They got 3 more slinger units kind of taking the bait here. I'm gonna run one cavalry here and another one through here. See if I can maybe get in from both sides. There's the caltrops. They're standing right on top of the caltrops. What do they got here? Britannic tribemen, javelins. Gonna have to watch out for those units. I'm gonna see if I can use this cavalry to scare them forward into my other cavalry. This is very, very risky.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I'm kind of corralling these guys, and it looks like we are away from the caltrops at this point. So I've got a safe strike. So managed to avoid the caltrops, and we're going to take out another big ball of slingers here. All they have left is, oh, they're sending out warriors after me. I'm going to try and run down the rest of their slingers here. which means that I can attack without being peppered with slinger fire now, which is quite good. My slingers took a pretty savage beating during all this, but it's okay. Sharp stone beds will just slow my guys down. The stakes could kill my cavalry, but I'm not going to double back onto them. We've got some garrison warriors and champions. All the slingers are now routed. These cavalry have mopped up a ton of kills so far, been extremely handy. And now my slingers are getting to pepper this garrison warrior. It's unfortunately into the shielded flank, but I'm gonna put some fire on him. We'll see if we can lure him forward. I need to get this cavalry back here. These guys have taken some losses, but man, pretty much cleared out the whole enemy skirmisher line. I'm gonna get into hoplite phalanx with all my guys. I'm gonna go ahead and push it forward. Like I said, I still want to go after one flank, and I can probably use my general to support over here, and then just pull these cavalry back a little. Let's get away from those garrison warriors. Let's see if the garrison warriors will take a fight with my hoplites. If they do, they'll lose. And then over here, I just want to like deny my flank, basically. And we'll keep this cavalry here to support the center. And now we'll just kind of work on a wrap-up maneuver over here. Take out those chariots, hit the naked spearmen with my painted warriors. Looks like they're garrison warriors. I can't tell if they're trying to flee or not. Attack, morons! They're walking away from me or something. Here comes a hoplite charge from behind. It's going to be pretty serious business here. These guys are going to get wiped out, so the AI's inability to control its units is going to cost it again. Getting rear attacked, it's probably going to be a near instant rout. Yep, they're going to get killed without causing any casualties to me. Okay, let me zoom back out where I can maneuver again. So let's move up one more time. I'm going to keep kind of folding over this way until I can get them away from their defenses. Looks like they may be about to just come straight up attack me, so hopefully my guys make it into position in time.
The enemy's hidden units.
Sorry, I got the camera up so high, it's just necessity at the moment. Let's go down here into the field view. I need to get lined up pretty quickly because I've got enemies inbound. Gonna have to tear down these barricades real quick. My champions could get outflanked here, so I need to be careful. I say my champions because I meant my painted warriors. Yeah, okay, just deny the flank over here. We can use our cavalry to protect. And we got a lot of enemies over here. But I do have cavalry, which should help. Trying to tear my way through the barricades. Looks like we're succeeding. Just get these things out of the way so I can have a clean charge. This part worries me a great deal, and it's because if one of these units gets around my flank a little bit, which they very easily could in this position, it's going to leave me in extremely bad shape. We tear the barricade down. Good. Charge forward. Charge forward. Charge forward. Charge. Charge. Let's get our cavalry around. Looks like we're winning the charges for the moment. Slingers are taking some fire. Libyans have the flank secured. Our charges, so far I don't see anybody getting around our flank. We need to quickly support with the cavalry rear charge here. Hopefully we can crush out these units fairly quick. A little bit worried about right there. Let's come over here and... Ooh, no. I'm more worried about this right here. Charge those Britannic tribesmen. I'm going to need another unit of cavalry to help with this, and I'm going to peel one unit of infantry back here too. This could be a very bad situation in the development. I'm going to charge, like I said, those tribesmen. Let's take our general, recharge those guys, and let's get this cavalry over here to support as quickly as possible, because this fight right here is not nearly as concerning. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. I'm going to cycle. I have to hit that cast champion real quick. I'm just going to have to kind of cycle in and out of here. Okay, get up here, attack up here, into the back of that. Cycle charge. Need these guys over here fast. Let's take out those chariots. Okay, let's charge the cast champions again. I got a nice rear charge here, and it's probably going to break up that fight. I'm trying to keep the flank of my guys safe over here, but it's a little bit rough at the moment. I have an infantry on the way to help secure it, but these hoplites are all through, and my cavalry just made a huge hit back here. Let's get my cavalry free. My general helped wrapped up all this fight, so Hannibal himself getting a lot of kills. Yeah, we're getting a general chain route going on pretty much all the enemy units here, and I got that late Libyan infantry in here to help support that flank. Let's get some infantry into the back of that. Get over there. Okay, got a big mess of crap going on everywhere. That unit up there might need some support. Let's get some cavalry up there. Let's watch this fight up close here. Got the Britannic horde being surrounded by my men, and this is going to be big trouble for the Britons. You can see up their morale was breaking. You see a huge host of Britons fleeing into the night. So a couple of big battles there. That one required a little bit of patience. Had to make the AI screw up. Otherwise, that could have been a pretty dangerous force. And it is kind of fun, actually. You know, some of you seem to like it. Some of you seem to complain about how easy it is for a unit to rout when it gets hit on the flank in this game. But I kind of like it because even though the AI is kind of hapless sometimes, every now and then, you know, they hit you like that, and it can create problems for you and just kind of make the battles more challenging. So you saw there where I had to keep that cavalry back and use it to continually slam into those units that were threatening to break through those holes in my line. So it made it a really good. I like it. It makes it fun for me. And again, sorry, it's hard for me to get tons of close-ups, but in a battle that big, I've got to control my guys. I'll make sure that you get to see some close-ups all the time, best I can as we move forward. Those guys are going to get wrecked, though, because they sallied out. So at this point, I'm going to be able to occupy, and so it was a Hannibal-centric episode there, but we've managed to capture the last settlement in this new province that we've taken over. Limited warhorse breeding, huh? It sounds like fun. Get a trade port worked up here. So yeah, we've got all kinds of good stuff going on here. Wine trader. I was thinking about putting I got a Temple of Belhaman being built here, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna do a library. Okay, alright. Let's see, I've still got this agent who's ever so slowly working his way across the English Channel. And of course it wasn't called that back then, but you know. Alright, I do believe we can end a turn. Let's see if anybody got any upgrades. Yep. The Pride of Mago is sitting on some upgrades here. Let's check that out. At least the general is. Got some good stuff to unlock here. Campaign movement range when a general, that's kind of handy. And then cultural conversion, we'll definitely take that one. Got a lot of wars on here, but my armies are crushing on through. Can't wait till we get some Apulian heavy infantry working for us. That's going to be exciting. At least I think it is. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. They were some good infantry. They were tough to fight against, so definitely looking forward to bringing them back in my own campaign. These guys are going to have to suicide attack Hannibal in an attempt to take a settlement back. So I'm just going to auto-resolve that. So far the Hannibalic domination Britannia continues. He's the only army out there. And he has slain thousands of his enemies. No. Really enjoying this campaign. I like it. A lot of fun. Some of you said that Massilia campaign was particularly difficult in DEI. That's interesting. I guess I could see it because they probably start off with a relatively weak economy, and it seemed like it was fairly difficult to get an economy going at first. You kind of just had to lash out and go take it, pretty much, was kind of the gist of what I ran into. There we go. I'll go ahead and chalk up the Temple to Baal-Haman. It's going to take a while to get it built up that high. Let's go do some spying ahead. Eldon, or however you pronounce that, it doesn't have a defense at the moment. There it is. A couple of stacks, more Britannic units, and then eventually we'd have to work our way over here to what is modern-day Ireland at Emblana. So, conquest of Britannia going well. We're definitely ready to punch back here near Nemedicina. This army is fortified, but it's not going to do them a lot of good. Really? Oh, they get all the reinforcements. Eh. We'll just stand there.
Ready for orders.
Patrol region. Yeah, we'll just stand there. We'll see if they attack me on the next turn, if they think they're so tough. Let's see. That guy's spreading influence in this province. We need to hit Octaduran, though. This army finally makes it up from Iberia, but still can't quite make it to Octaduran. So we're trespassing on the Sequani. I can't say that I much care. This army will be retrained soon enough. And we are one turn away. Let's go ahead and blow through one more turn end, since I spent so much time on the battles with Hannibal. Occupy here. Occupado. Tear down their temple. What is this? -4 growth, upkeep, land armies. That seems kind of pointless. Let's tear that down too. Alright. And we should be able to go hit Myos Hormos. And then there's the Blemies down here and Moreau. Looks like Blemies and Moreau are the last settlements down this way. Axum as well. Yep, so forgot about that. The question is whether or not I should go hit those guys. Part of me thinks it would be cool. So we'll see. Okay, let's blow through this last turn end here. Once I do the upgrade. Brethren of Baal. Hannibal's army. Hannibal's level 10. And his army is getting pretty high level too. More weapon damage. What else do they get here? Morale during battles against barbarian tribes. It's only 5%. It's not that big of a deal. Indomitable infantry sounds kind of fun. Let's hit that. Alright. I finally got a judge ashore. Looks like these little Egyptian crap stacks are going to come down here and try and reclaim one of their cities, and honestly I'm just going to let them if it makes them feel better about themselves. Might have been able to beat it if I fight it, but that's a waste of time. I'll just bring the army from Alexandria and smash them on the next turn. It's not like it's Attila where they can raise the city to the ground or something.
My people.
There we are begging for peace treaties.
My people cannot.
Just denying all this military access because I don't see any point in me giving it to them. Finish the research. Gonna counter the rumors. Seemed like there was some other research that could be handy to me also, but now we can unlocks the recruitment of Apulian heavy infantry. That's awesome. So stoked. I'm gonna upgrade all these here. Garrison Hadast. Trade Hadast. For growth. Eats more food. That one eats the most food. Growth, research raid. Let's just upgrade all these. Why the heck not? I think we can handle it. And eventually we're going to be able to, like I said, recruit the Apulian heavy infantry. That's going to be awesome. Definitely looking forward to that. What else was it? It seemed like that I wanted to research. So we got that done. Seemed like there was some other Porion supply warehouse. It was here, yeah, where we can build the level 4 library. Let's go ahead and do that. And crank out some libraries. That ought to be fun. Anyway, I think that's about all the time I'm going to have for this particular episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. I will be back with more Carthage DEI campaign. We're making progress. Got ourselves, oh, I did mean to auto-resolve out a quick victory against these guys here. Run away! There we go. Take my settlement back. Don't feel like giving that to them, making them feel that big about themselves. In fact, we can go ahead and take Myos Hormos real quick too, just so that we can have a little more success in this episode. Taking several provinces. Settlements, I should say. There we go. So several settlements under our belt. We've got Patchy Factory there. So let's see. I'm gonna need a temple here. Let's build the farm back. There we go. All right, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.